Go for it.
Okay. So
Because I'm curious. I'm going to check some stuff here.
check some stuff. I think we're technically live now. So we're live, but we won't start until 9:30 because that's what we promised the world.
Trying to see. Oh, it is we are live.
Fantastic.
Now,
share that link with the world. The live
um,
stream link.
I'm trying to see. Can I go into? I'm trying to figure out if since you, I can.
Yay, do it.
So now I'm in the live stream control room.
Okay.
So I can actually use chat. I don't have to use chat on my phone. I'm in the live stream on my personal. So we at least get one view. Now
Right now, we are showing 0 viewers.
I'm showing 2.
Say something in the chat room. Oh, I see that up
What?
there. Okay. So that must be. Is
That
it
go away?
us and then you? Is there anybody else? Is there anybody else watching this right now? Do we have any early birds that are 3 minutes early? Say something in the chat. Now we have
Just
3
tweet it
viewers.
out. There it is. And all right. We are good. Hey.
See what happens. 2 minutes.
How'd I do that?
Hey, there he is.
Well,
The captain.
yeah. So, if you're here a little early, welcome to the pre-show,
Yeah.
where we just sit around staring at our screens for the next 2 minutes, doing very little. What you got? What you got drinking there, buddy?
I'm sipping on Hochatown right now. What are you sipping
Uh,
on?
uh,
Is that a Riesling?
this would be. I bought some Crown Peach for the
Oh,
wife.
fancy.
That's Sprite. That's Crown Peach and Sprite. It is delicious.
Crown Peach is amazing in unsweet tea. If you
All right,
put
I need to try that too.
if you put it in sweet tea, it's a little too sweet. But if you pour it into unsweet tea, it is perfect. Perfect.
Thinking about later, as in like in the weekend, getting a bowl of peaches because I got some peach halves in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pour some Crown Peach in the bottom of the bowl, and then throw some actual peaches in the bowl,
Okay. And
and
let
like
those peaches
mix it
soak them
around.
up.
Oh yeah, and then get drunk on peaches
Nice.
that taste like peaches.
Yeah,
So
I like it.
heck yeah.
Got 1 minute. Or less than 1 minute. I wish we had like a live band that could do our intro for us. It's 9:30.
You can't afford. Hey,
Hey
how's it going?
guys,
Welcome,
welcome
welcome.
to the season 3 finale
Yeah,
live episode extravaganza premiere. That was a mouthful.
yeah,
How is everyone?
I'm doing great.
You're great. I'm great.
Great.
I want to
It,
see some people in the chat room telling us that they are also great.
hey, it's been a great week,
How
Austin.
embarrassing.
What? Who's embarrassing?
I
I know
tried
I
I
am. You don't
tried to
say
scroll
that
over
about
to
me.
see the chat and I accidentally like showed the world my desktop screen.
I didn't see it.
It was a quick glimpse. You'll see it here in a second. There's a little bit of latency, but
What? I didn't even.
wait for it. Did you see it? Okay. I don't know.
No,
That's
I don't know exactly. I don't know how much of a latency there is there.
that's fine.
My,
So
my daughter being just absolutely snarky and met. Dang it!
what? A female child being snarky? I wouldn't know anything about that.
14-year-old. I don't know if she's coming home tonight. How should I know?
Oh my gosh. Um, but
Messenger told her we were going to be on here, and she's like it's on YouTube, and she's like, I know. Like,
she's trying to be cool, Dad. She doesn't want to watch you when she's hanging out with her friends. Jeez.
she's with her grandma.
Her grandma doesn't want to watch us.
My daughter's got her own phone. She's got this.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So let's continue being boring. What are we going to talk about tonight? A lot of stuff happened this week.
A lot. Let's start out.
A lot.
Let's start out with our retro movie review.
You want to start with that?
Let's do it.
Retro movie review. That was 3 hours of my life that was actually really good. I enjoyed the movie.
It was really good. That was so long. Like, I was watching that over 3 days, and I did not think I was going to get it done. It was crazy. I was catching on breaks. I was like, doing my little bicycle moves, watching it. It was.
So when you're watching it like that, do you still get the same ad breaks?
Yes.
Through Tubi?
There were so many ad breaks. I thought, they should 4 maybe, but it seemed like there were 20
every 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes, and it wasn't 1 or 2 ads. It was you get 6 ads. It'll give you an ad. It'll say ad break on the little corner wheel, and the little red progress bar.
Yep.
Will move around, and you'll watch 3 commercials, 3 full length. 30, 40 second.
Sometimes
ads,
5.
and
Sometimes 5. If you're watching it mobile,
well,
it'll actually tell you how many ads you're going to watch. But if you're watching it on your TV, it just has the red bar, and you don't know. You're just watching the red bar.
And the red bar is going around, and you've watched 4 ads, and the progress bar is not even halfway around yet, and you're like, I guess I'll go grab a drink real quick.
Yeah. It was crazy.
But for those of you who didn't watch last week, we reviewed Wyatt Earp.
Yes.
Kevin Costner, Randy Quaid, which I forgot who was in that movie.
Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid.
Okay.
It was one of the Quaid brothers. I'm sitting here, Doc Holliday comes on screen. I'm like, who is this guy?
Right. It did not look like Dennis Quaid. My wife was the one that was actually, she was like, she looked at it, she goes, is that Dennis Quaid? And I was like, there's no way. And then I looked, and I'm like, I think that is Dennis Quaid. It did not. He looked like he really had tuberculosis. I mean, was he okay?
And that southern Georgia twang. Well, he had tuberculosis.
I mean, but Dennis Quaid, while he was playing that role,
he probably had to contract tuberculosis for that role.
And this might be a controversial statement. I don't know, but I thought Dennis Quaid's Doc Holliday was better than Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday. I'm just saying, from Tombstone. I think Dennis Quaid did a better job.
I disagree, but I honor your opinion there.
He was great, man. He was so good.
He was good. I will admit that my favorite part of that movie, which Kevin Costner, just perfect in that movie. I mean, early in the movie when he's in the saloon and the one guy that punched him out for losing him money in the boxing match.
Yeah.
To see the character evolve throughout the movie, because it's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
And he's a young kid at the beginning, and he's an old man at the end. To see the character progress and get older, and to see him as an actor progress through the character.
Yep.
I thought it was hilarious when the guy called him out in that saloon, and he's like, "Sorry, mister, I don't really, because he called him Mister, and he kind of had that boyish talk to him.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Shut up! I don't want to hear it." And like to have the reflexes and the speed to grab that billiard ball and just pelt the guy in the throat with it before he could draw his gun was like,
Yeah.
where did that come from?
His daddy
And I
trained him well.
don't think he killed anybody till like late in the movie when the other family wanted to. Even the whole time he was a sheriff,
Right. Yeah.
it never showed him actually kill a man until he shot the guy with the shotgun late in the movie.
Yeah. And there were so many really good actors in this movie. It was insane. But
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, yeah, probably the best actor. And from you probably know him from the world-renowned movie Spaceballs. I mean, Bill Pullman's probably the greatest actor of all time, just based on that role.
I thought you were gonna say that completely. That movie that flopped. Nobody watched it. Everybody hated it. Independence Day.
Yeah, I guess. Although he was good in that one. I liked it when they told him that Area 51 was real, and he's like, "It's not real." And they're like, "Actually, sir, that's where we're going." He's like, "Really?"
well, because that movie had that little known actor Will Smith in it. You know.
Yeah, who? Will Smith? That sounds like a
Will Smith.
fine.
Yeah,
I bet if he keeps going, he'll probably have a pretty good career.
Yeah, I mean, if he ever grows up and starts looking old.
Yeah. No, but there were lots. But I was really actually super disappointed in the fact that the other actors that weren't well known, they were terrible. They were so bad. Like the little 1 and 2 line actors that were there. It was it was like they were reading off of a script. And I'm like, this is a big movie. I know that you are spending lots of money on all these other people, but get a couple takes where this person actually sounds natural and not like, "I'm sorry, sir. You're just going to spend my money on booze. I will take you to this establishment and we can buy dinner." You know, and then Kevin Costner's like just on point, awesome, and you're just like, this is ridiculous.
So that's why he beat that guy up and stole his stuff, because he was acting for him.
That's probably what it was. That was like off script. That wasn't supposed to happen, and they were just like, "We'll keep it in the movie." Kevin Costner's like, "You idiot! You're ruining our film."
Gene Hackman was awesome.
He was good. He was so good.
Of course, Gene Hackman's good in everything he does.
Yeah. And then all the brothers, they were good. It was.
Well, what's the one lady's name that was the one brother's wife? She's off of Beetlejuice. She's the real nasty mother or stepmom in Beetlejuice. What's her name?
The one from Home Alone?
Yeah, she's also in Home Alone, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot she was in this movie.
I can't remember her name. I can't
remember her name all of a sudden, but she, like, a lot of these actors... What? Yeah, so Catherine O'Hara, maybe? Sounds about right. But, like, a lot of these actors and actresses in this were, like they were, this is, like, early in a lot of their careers.
Yeah.
Because they all look young. Like, Bill Pullman looked young.
He did. And even, did you... I don't know if he was that young. Maybe he was, but in the movie, he was supposed to be like 34 in the movie. That's how old. When he died, he died at like 34 or 36 or something like that in real life.
Yeah, I forgot he passed away.
I'm talking about Ed Masterson. His character when he died in real life was in his mid 30s.
Yeah. Well, when they first met his character, when they were doing the buffalo skinning, he was super young then. Mark Harmon, I forgot he was in that movie.
I don't know who Mark Harmon is.
The guy from crap. What's the name of that? What's that? CSI. No, not CSI. He was in one of the crime shows.
It's probably why I don't know him, because I don't watch.
He was in one of the Navy. He was in the one. He was in the one. It was NCIS. He's from NCIS. Yes, I was right the first time.
Okay.
He was later in the movie. I think he was like the mayor of Tombstone. He came in when they got the Tombstone.
Okay.
He was kind of the older gentleman, clean shaven. I think he had a pretty, stout mustache, but he was otherwise clean shaven and always kind of talking to Wyatt, kind of level headed, but also wanted to arrest him after they did the shootout.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like,
that guy.
I'm sitting here thinking, who is this guy? Where do I know him from? So I'm like, is that Mark Harmon? I just pulled the name out of the top of my head, and I went and looked at the cast. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's fun. I was spot on with that name.
Right.
So,
yeah, fantastic. It was good. Other than the side actors, like I said, those people were super disappointing. The big actors were great, even though it was a 3-hour movie. It was great. I loved it. Like you said, watching the progression, seeing him go through what he went through. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I definitely. It makes me want to go back and watch Tombstone again to see which one I like better. Like I said, I do remember. I remember, Doc Holliday from both, and like I said, I think Dennis Quaid did a better job with Doc Holliday, but I don't really remember a whole lot of Tombstone outside of Val Kilmer. It's weird. It's weird. I just remember Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday, and I don't remember most of the other movie. But what's Metacritic give old Wyatt Earp here? You wanna pull that up? And if you guys are listening to us on podcast, apologize. This is uncut, unedited. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. This is us raw. You might have some silence. Just think of us as like the less crisp Joe Rogan. We won't cut anything out. But we're just not going to be quite as good. We don't have that quick humor, the ability just to keep talking and actually say things that people are interested in. Maybe we could talk about space aliens and drugs, and then people will be like, "This is awesome," and then I don't know.
Not gonna lie, I don't have the mental capacity to type and chat and talk at the same time. So
I forgot we've got a chat going on. Is anything going on in our chat? We got a whole bunch.
We have 8 people watching this. 8 people.
Fantastic. All right.
Good camera shot here. I don't know what to do about this.
Right.
Anybody got any guesses on what this Metacritic score is going to be?
If I had to get 1 to 100, if I had to guess, I think Metacritic would actually like this movie for Metacritic. I think they give it a 73. That's what I think.
Oh, Austin.
Am I being a young Wyatt right now? What? Do we have any other guesses out there in the world? We'll let the latency and see if anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed with. I'll ruin a little bit, and hey, got some more people in there. Heck yeah. I'm a little disappointed with this chat. Not chat. No,
you guys are awesome. The chat's great. This is
my brain's not working because we're doing good here.
I'm disappointed with Metacritic score. Oh no! Did they do something stupid again?
47.
No way! There is no way, unless it had to do with those bad actors. Because I'm telling you, those people were terrible.
20 critics. My gosh!
Wow.
Out of 20 critics, 4 positive, 12 mixed, 4 negative. User score gave it a 6.7.
Interesting. Okay.
24 reviews, 12 positive, 11 mixed, 1 negative.
Okay. I bet I would be a mixed review.
One person gave it a 4 and said, too long, too involved, but great photography.
I don't know what does that mean, great photography? There was only one photo in that movie, and it was kind of risque.
Honestly, I could see how, because this movie almost plays out like a documentary. Because it really doesn't seem like there's that many Hollywood embellishments. Like Tombstone, I think, was more of like a Hollywood reenactment where
Right.
they added some things that probably didn't happen. They made it more action. There was a lot of slow scenes in this movie. There was a lot of talking, a lot of stuff, a lot of times when nothing was going on.
Right.
So, I mean,
It's like they said, here, we're going to make this movie 3 hours. Let's just do the best we can.
I don't know why they made it 3 hours. My gosh.
I don't know.
I think I fell asleep in a couple slow sections because I'm not sure what was going on. Ooh, how we looking on let's get some common sense media going.
All right. Common Sense Media gives it their check mark for ages 14 and over and say it's a 3-star movie. There are actually no parent or kid reviews. So we're just going straight
Lame.
based on Tom Cassidy's review. So, Tom Cassidy, let's see how you do, bro.
Uh, they've been disappointing with me in the past. So
Positive message. What do you think? I'm going to let you
I'm,
guess before I say. Positive messages. What do you give them?
I give it I think that I think they will give it a 3.
3. Not present. But it is clickable, so let's see what they say.
I love those. Those are my favorite ones because they're so stupid with
Yeah.
those.
So, set in the near lawless Old West, the message is kill or be killed. Characters learn strong values but struggle to stick to them in the violent environment. Some loyalty. So, that, I guess they say there is some loyalty, but they don't consider the loyalty a positive message.
Family loyalty.
Family loyalty. That was blood is thicker than water. Blood
That is
over,
thicker than water.
even over your wives, because wives will die.
They either run away or die.
Yep.
It's like, wow.
All right. Positive role models and representation. What do you give them, Mr. Common Sense Travis?
Positive, probably a 1 since the other one was a not present.
This one is a clickable not present again.
Man, I'm not nailing these predictions tonight.
Well, you were a lot closer this time. It says Wyatt Earp is negatively affected by tragedy and fails to stick to his principles. Characters carry guns and settle disputes with violence. Some characters have strong beliefs about the importance of family and following the law. Characters gamble in saloons. So, no positive role models. All right. Violence.
Oh, that's a 5 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
What? How?
4 out of 5.
I'm giving it a 5. They should give it a 5.
It says guns feature heavily. Some kills are bloody and painful. Characters have brutal fistfights, and someone is hit in the throat with a pool ball.
Hey.
A parent says they have to beat their child as punishment. Horses and buffalo are shot. A character burns down a house with a makeshift bomb made from a liquor bottle. A character twice attempts suicide with liquid opium. And a character dies of typhoid.
Yeah.
All of that, and it's not a 5. It's only a 4. What does Tom Cassidy have to see for it to be a 5?
I don't know what. I mean, there were scenes where they were blowing holes in people's chests.
Yeah, like you were seeing like
blood
flesh
everywhere.
like poking out of like their shirt and their vest. Like that one scene where Bill Pullman's vest was just on fire. I thought because it was on fire, I thought he had like a bulletproof vest or something.
Did they forget that they put it? Did they have him in a bulletproof vest when they were filming and forgot to pull it out?
I don't know.
And he got on fire. They just didn't take it out in editing.
Yeah, but they were like, just shooting dead bodies, and you could like see flesh coming through their vest. That should have been a 5. I don't. Sex. What do you give sex?
Oh, that's a 5 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
What?
Topless photographs.
Yeah.
Characters' breasts. Right. I don't know. Characters' breasts can be seen under wet cotton clothes during a death scene. Couples kiss. Characters kiss in bed while topless and touch each other under the covers during a sex scene. Sex workers flirt with customers in bars. And characters discuss paying for sex. And that's only a 4.
Come on, reviewer. What does it take for you to give us 5s? I mean...
All right. Language. How do you feel about language?
I'd say I would give it a 3.
3. Good job, sir.
Because there was one F bomb. There was one F bomb. I think the entire movie.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't immediately require an R rating because one F bomb can be said in a PG-13.
Yep. And that's what this was. This was a PG-13 flick.
I don't remember any other words being used other than that one. That one kind of came out of when it's a movie that doesn't have much language. As soon like if you hear no foul language and you hear the first F bomb like 2 hours into a movie, you're like, where'd that come from? Just completely random. What's it say?
All right, so you have one use of the F word, and then it has other language includes the D word.
That
like
D word.
The dang it.
Oh, the dang it! I thought
dang
that was
it.
the other one.
The other one too. The D word for the P word for the male member.
Yeah,
that one is also used.
Person. Yeah.
The S word for the poop word.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hades. The WH word for a woman of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's used.
Woman of ill repute.
Yeah, the B-tards. the other B word for women. And then Native Americans are referred to as Indians.
Oh, okay.
Can't say you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they said some racial slurs against Native Americans that were way worse than Indians, but maybe I didn't.
I don't remember hearing any of them, but I guess
I thought I heard something in the maybe not. So, all right, consumerism. What do you got?
Not present.
Not present. Not even clickable.
I was actually thinking about that this morning. I was like, was there any consumerism? Because I was trying to think.
There was. I saw one of the coaches said Wells Fargo when they were in Dodge.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe that would give it a 1, but it didn't.
What else did I see?
That's what common sense media. Like you're like actually sitting there looking for branding, and you're like, oh, there's a brand, Wells Fargo. That's something.
It seems like ever since we've started doing this, they don't. We keep watching movies that have no consumerism in it.
Right. Yeah.
I think the next movie we do might have some in it, depending on if we do your movie or my movie.
Well, I said we do your movie, then my movie.
You got anything else on there, or was that the last one?
The last one is drinking, drugs, and smoking.
Oh, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
Honestly,
I don't know what's going. I don't know. Drunk characters burn down a house. Lots of scenes in bars and saloon where everyone drinks whiskey.
Yeah.
A character goes sober and is subsequently taunted in bars before returning to drink due to stress. Character uses liquid opium, intentionally overdoses on it in a failed suicide attempt, and then suffers withdrawal symptoms.
That's laudanum. That's
4. What do you have to do to get a 5 in this? For Tom, Tom Cassidy's like, I
don't like this guy.
I think he's of the mind that unless the movie is nothing but this category, it can't be a 5. So like, if you want a 5 of violence, there has to be almost every scene, and this movie almost had every scene. There was a lot of violence. But maybe there's just too much talking for him. He's like, man, there's a lot of scenes where they were just talking, so it's only a 4. I wonder if he would give Kill Bill a 5. That'd be what I... Probably not. But Common Media says, what parents need to know? Parents need to know that Wyatt Earp is a long, Oscar-nominated biopic that contains some bloody violence as a result of gun and fistfights. The movie follows the life of legendary gunslinger and lawman Wyatt Earp, following his journey from young boy through to the infamous gunfight at the OK Corral. Guns feature heavily and are used readily as vendettas are settled with bullets. Some deaths are realistic and bloody, while others are more classic Western kills, with people clutching their bodies and falling through windows. Other characters die of illness. Earp's judge father, Nicholas Earp, teaches him strong values, including family and law, but he fails to stick to them when faced with violence and tragedy. There is brief nudity and a mild sex scene. Some characters are sex workers, and characters discuss paying for sex. There is one use of the F word and other milder bad language throughout. A character becomes an opium user and attempts suicide by overdose. There's a lot of alcohol consumption, and Earp quits drinking after a drunken incident. With a runtime of over 3 hours, a degree of patience is required to sit through the movie in its entirety. That's a fact.
Man, some people are so wish-washy about watching long movies because
Well, my kids wouldn't be able to watch a long movie. My kids barely can last to an hour movie.
I'm gonna say my kids can barely watch a 45-minute movie.
Right? Yeah. So I think that's kind of
Some might get disinterested after 15 minutes.
right.
So, movie. What? So, final thoughts. What you think?
Like, I think I've said what I think. It's a great movie, a really good retelling of the story. I think Dennis Quaid played a better Doc Holliday. I think the other actors that had one or two lines were terrible, just like the worst. I could have probably gone in there and did a better job. They were so bad. I was super disappointed.
I guess
But they had so many big name actors, so many good actors that it made up kind of for those other bad actors. I mean, there are so many good actors. That, I don't know. What do you think, man?
I hate to interrupt you, but we got our first question in chat.
Oh, sorry. What do we got?
Not gonna try to butcher your name, but we got a question that says, "What's your favorite cereal?" Lol.
Fruity Pebbles.
Captain Crunch.
Easy. We'll throw it back. Everybody else in the chat,
heck yeah,
drop your favorite cereal. We'll see what's going on.
Heck yeah.
All right, so what are we watching when we come back to start season 4?
Yeah,
what's our movie?
So just in case everybody knows, this loser over here is going to be gone next weekend, so we're actually going to take a week off from the live stream, from recorded episodes.
Mm-hmm.
When so we'll have 2 weeks to watch this movie. The pressure's on.
We could do this.
Let's stick with some Kevin Costner.
Okay.
And let's watch Waterworld.
Oh yes. Waterworld is great.
I might watch Waterworld this weekend and then watch it again next week for the review.
Yes.
I was thinking about that all day. I'm like, man, I want to watch that movie now. Like, I think that worked. And we had talked since we had made the criteria of 95 or older. This guy over here made a comment about when we hit the new season, bumping that up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. We'll keep it to movies in the 1900s.
Yeah, we'll go up to 99, possibly 2000.
Yeah,
if it's. I mean, I've seen some movies that were made in 2000 that were like, yeah, phenomenal movie.
Gotta watch them. We'll see.
So yeah, I want to still try to stay into older movies, but there has been some stuff that's like, man, I need to watch that movie, and come to find it's like 97. So we're gonna do Waterworld. Very good movie.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, like swimming, but like because of Waterworld, swimming like arms to the side, feet kicking.
Don't ruin the movie.
Oh yeah, sorry.
People get a chance to watch it. Come on now.
Good call. Sorry, got excited.
So,
Waterworld's fantastic.
I don't know.
I bet that's one that I bet Metacritic's going to give it a terrible review.
Probably, because it really, honestly, was it a good? What do you? You really think it was a good movie?
I loved it as a kid. As an adult, we'll see. But as a kid, it was awesome. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you can watch Waterworld for free on Peacock TV.
All right. Peacock. What did we watch on Peacock? Rain Man? What did we watch? We watched something on Peacock, I thought.
I don't remember. Rain Man was on Netflix.
Because I downloaded Peacock for one of our movies. And I don't remember what it was.
I originally downloaded Peacock when it first became an app. Because I watch all NASCAR, and they were promoting Peacock because there's a show on Peacock called Lost Speedways with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Okay. And you being the NASCAR guy that you are.
Yeah. So I downloaded it when it first came out, when it was only on mobile devices. And that's the only way you could use it. So I've had it for a while now.
Gotcha.
So you can watch that one on Peacock.
And I was thinking when we were talking about our genres, we reviewed The Princess Bride, and that was a romance, right?
No, you're not
You
wrong.
know,
Okay, you got me.
because we were talking about, oh, I don't think we've done a romance, but I think Princess Bride, I think it's a
And it fits
romance.
in. It fits kind of into the parody realm as well. So
Parody. What's it a parody of?
yeah, no, I guess it wouldn't because that. My bad. I'm thinking of a different movie. Um, it was. Did you know that that actually is a book that was written from a novel that he was reading in the book in the movie?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, it was based off a novel, and he was reading the book in the movie to his grandson.
Oh, fancy. Chat question: what is your favorite movie? My favorite movie, The
Favorite
Matrix.
movie.
The Matrix.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I
Hey,
don't.
hey.
I grow like in high school. A Beautiful Mind was my favorite movie at that time. I
Okay.
don't really know if I have one favorite movie because they're all just. I got a lot of
Every
favorite
movie is
movies.
the best movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't watch new movies, so
Right.
we'll go with that one.
A Beautiful
So
Mind. Sweet.
E3,
E3. Yes,
E3
E3
happened
happened.
this week.
It did.
Is Chat excited about all the different games that potentially might be dropping in the future that were announced this week? Holy crap!
I watched, like I said, I watched Nintendo's E3. I haven't watched the Treehouse yet, and then I kind of went over some of the Bethesda Microsoft stuff, which they had. I can't remember the name of it, but they are coming out with a vampire shooter action game. Redfall, I think is
Yeah,
what it's called. Is it Redfall
what
or
Red Red Guard, Red
Redguard?
Red Guard.
Yeah,
That was in the Bethesda. Yeah, I watched this. I watched it and was like,
I'm
eh.
excited. Like I said, it seemed. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a
there,
vampire
there
guy.
was there was only really one game announced that got me excited at all.
Metroid 5.
Yeah, actually, it was Metroid.
Dread. Metroid Dread. I saw
Metroid Dread. That
it.
game
Yes. But
got me excited.
yes.
I have not played a Metroid game in since the Game Boy era.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while since I've played a 2D Metroid,
Right. Like, are you
and
talking about original Game Boy? Or what are we
I
talking
had
about
it.
here?
The first it would have been Metroid One and Metroid Two, Super Metroid. I played
Okay.
Metroid and Super Metroid. It was the last time I really got into a good 2D Metroid. I never played any of the 3D ones. I never played the Prime series.
Right. Yeah, I played Prime, the first one. It was really good. But I'm really excited for the 2D Metroid. It looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay.
I did play. I don't think I ever played the Game Boy Metroid. I've played Super Metroid. I played the original Metroid. I played Metroid 4, Metroid Fusion. I had that on the Game Boy Advance. I don't think I ever played the Game Boy Metroid, but this Metroid looks amazing. Absolutely
Yeah,
amazing.
no,
It is
it
just
does.
beautiful. Absolutely. But
Oh,
it kind of is
and
about to it gives me anxiety thinking about playing it because that looks like an anxiety filled game. Like you're
you're
constantly being chased by that robot thing.
oh yeah, oh yeah, you're
Like,
it,
oh,
yes. The game looks like it's made to make you afraid of those robotic things.
yeah.
And I did watch an extended gameplay of it when they did their treehouse. I did catch a little bit of a glimpse of that,
Hmm.
and you can kill those robots.
Okay. So maybe
You
there's
will
like
be able,
one
but
robot
there's multiple.
per like area,
I
maybe.
think it might be that's like the main boss of that area.
Okay.
and you go through, and at the end, you will get a chance to
Okay.
destroy. What looks fantastic is it's a 2D Metroid with 3D cinematics.
Okay.
Like that
Yeah, I
opening
noticed. Yeah, that
cinematic,
opening scene. Yeah, I noticed that a little
opening
bit.
scene, and it almost looks like it's going to show the scene as a 3D cinematic, and then the camera will just pan to the side where you're in, and then when a scene starts, it's just going to jump 3D in the world that you're in.
Yep.
It's not like going to go black screen and then just it looks like it's going to transition well back and forth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It looks fantastic. It is definitely that's
I'm
one that I
trying
gotta
to.
get. I got to get me Metroid Dread.
Yeah, no, it's
By far, that was the best. I
um
mean, I think most people expected Breath of the Wild 2. It looks great, but I think, in terms of news,
I
we were kind of expecting it. So, as much as
I
I
was
am excited,
happy I was happy to see a little bit more actual, they got to see more of it, and then I was super happy to have gotten a release window. They finally were like, this 2022.
yeah, next year we
We're not
got it.
we're not getting this.
It'll probably be Christmas of next year, but
It'll be November. I guess about November
yeah.
of 22. Some people I've heard said they think it might be start of Q2 of 22.
So they'll be like, Breath of the Wild
Right
at
around
the next E3. They'll announce it. Be like, you can get it today. We're like, what?
it because I think Nintendo's fiscal year ends March 31st. So
Okay,
a lot of times their fiscal year is kind of what they schedule around. So this could be like an end of their fiscal year. So we could get like a mid-March release.
ooh, that'd be nice.
If it doesn't drop in March, it'll drop in November.
Right? Yeah, I don't see it dropping in March. I think they would
So
have made a bigger deal about it if it would.
I've watched bits and pieces of almost all the. I didn't catch any of Devolver Digital's stream, which I need to go back and watch it because I heard that they crushed it because they just like to make fun of people. But Microsoft / Bethesda's stream and Nintendo's stream were the best streams of E3.
Right?
Um, Capcom only announced junk. Square Enix dropped nothing but like 90% of I think 90% of Square Enix's presentation was all mobile games.
Wow.
Oh, this game's coming to mobile. It's like, yeah, I don't care. I don't play
Right.
games on my phone. But I what Nintendo's announcement start or their 40-minute. I was super happy with it, but disappointed with one thing.
The
There was one
Smash
thing that
character.
I don't care about the Smash character.
Okay. I thought the Smash character reveal was kind of lame. I'm like, why?
No,
What? Who cares about a Tekken fighter?
a lot of
That's
people.
not the appeal of Smash Brothers, though. Like the appeal of Smash is like getting a video game character that you could fight with that you don't really think of as a fighter, and so
He's
you're just.
iconic. He's a very iconic
But I can use him in
character
Tekken
in
to
the
fight.
fighting
I can use him.
universe.
I can play Tekken and fight with him.
They
Give
want
me somebody that I can't fight with.
they're wanting to use they're using Smash Brothers Ultimate to bring all the iconic characters from the gaming universe all into one game. And yes, I don't know who that guy is. He looked familiar. I did play Tekken like 3 way back in the day.
Right.
I don't I somewhat recognize him. The Kirby scene at the end of that reveal was hilarious.
That was funny. That was funny.
That just got
The
me
opening
cracked up.
scene, I was like, "What are we watching here?" When
I thought that was
he's carrying Ganondorf. I'm like, "Are we
I
watching
thought
it?"
that was I thought that was a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. I
Right?
thought they were going to open it with Breath of the Wild 2 right there.
Yeah. I
I
was
thought
like,
it was going to be like Link carrying Ganondorf and he was going to just yeet him
"Yeah,
off a cliff.
who knows?" Yeah. And then I'm like, "Come on!" There are so many people that we could see. I know a lot of people were speculating that it was going to be that Ryu, whatever I can't think of his name
Hayabusa.
from Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden.
Yeah. Eh,
Some people were thinking
another
it was going to
sword
be.
character.
Some people were going to think it was Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
People have been wanting that since the beginning. I don't think that's happening.
There's
What
so
was
many
it?
people you can get.
Ratchet? No, not Ratchet. What's the other? What was that
Banjo
other kind
Kazooie.
of?
They already have.
Ban-
He's already a
no,
character. I
there's the
thought.
other one. Who's the other one? Um,
What,
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash. That would be a good one.
Crash
What about
Bandicoot was the other one that
Spyro the Dragon? That'd be a good one.
yeah. But honestly, the one thing that I was expecting to see in this direct that wasn't, I was hoping to see some Arceus play, like
They
some
actually did.
Pokemon
They didn't
news.
have any Pokemon news at all.
They didn't
Zero.
mention Pokemon at all. But I think here in a couple of months we'll get a Pokemon Direct, because if you think about it, we've had one trailer for Legends Arceus. That game drops in January.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, we'll get a Pokemon
like
Direct.
it's 7 months from release, and we've not seen any gameplay of that game.
Now I haven't watched the Treehouse, but I did see that Nintendo released some more footage from Pokemon Unite and
It
put out a
drops
release date.
It drops on cell phones the 28th. No, it drops on the Switch as a free download at the end of the month.
Okay.
I think it's like end of the month, beginning of July, somewhere around there. It's right there. What do you think of Mario Party Superstar?
Meh.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Mario Party on the N64, but it's just
I
Mario
never
Party.
got into it.
We got just recently. We got the Mario Party for the Switch, whatever that's called. I don't remember what it's
10?
called. Mario Party,
Mario Party 10?
new Mario Party, whatever the newest one is for the Switch.
Okay.
We got that
Oh.
one, and it's Mario Party. It's very
Yeah.
it's almost like you've played one of them. The next one's basically the same game with a little tweak. The next one's the same game with a little tweak. They're basically all the same game, just a bunch of little mini games. It's a good time. It's fun, but it's not anything to get super excited about.
Just jumping in mini games. What do you think of the WarioWare Get It Together?
Never played any of those games. Never played a WarioWare game.
Okay. How about Shin Megami Tensei 5?
That looks pretty interesting.
I might get that one.
It's one of those ones where I would appreciate it if somebody got it for me, and I'd probably play it, but I just don't know if I would buy it myself.
It looks like
I've never played any of those games, but it looks.
I never have either. But watching the gameplay and them explain it, because I was a big Final Fantasy 13 fan. I love 13. Nobody likes 13. It's the most crapped on Final Fantasy. But 13-2 had a monster catching mechanic in it where the way you fought, you could catch monsters, they fight for you.
Mm-hmm.
In Shin Megami Tensei 5, there's a catch mechanic.
Right.
Not really a catch, but you
could
convince the demons to fight for you.
Right.
And then they fight on your team. And I think that whole mechanic in any game is fun.
Yeah, it looks really interesting because it's not just, yes, you convince them, but there's also tactics. Like sometimes you play hard to get. And so you're like, man, I don't want you. And they're like, are you sure you don't want me? I want to join you. I'm like, yeah, I don't want you. Oh, let me join you. And then they'll join you. But if you were to be like, if you try to get them to join you, they'll be like, no, I don't want to join you. And then the fact that you could merge them to create like bigger, badder demons, that aspect looks pretty cool. It looks really interesting.
This next one, I think you might have been a fan of, Danganronpa.
Nope.
Nope, never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Never.
Everybody's freaking out about Advance Wars Reboot Camp.
That looks pretty fun. I never played one, but
I never played one.
It looks like it could be fun. It's like a tactical RPG.
Yeah, they were huge on the 3DS. What do you think of the new Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy game?
I don't know. I need to see more. I don't
like. I have a lot of things that I don't like about this game already.
Okay.
I don't like Star-Lord's hair.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's
Just get that the hell out of here. Just I don't even want nothing to do with it. Single player
only
only,
single player. That's
and
lame.
you play through the entire game as Star Lord.
How weird.
He is the
That's
only playable character. It's a single player campaign only, and that's it.
wow.
And I'm like, lost me.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why? This is the perfect couch co-op game.
Right?
Totally missing the opportunity for this to be a couch co-op. Don't even, you know, I don't need online play. Give me couch co-op so me and my kids can play this game.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah, there's enough
there's already
guardians that you could have
5 of them.
secondary players. Come on.
Heck yeah.
That's weird.
It is it's Square Enix making a horrible Marvel game again. You gonna get the
Sad.
Hyrule Warriors DLC when it comes out?
Sure. That's today. Assuming the Switch is downloading properly, but I already bought it. So if
Oh, okay.
if my
Yep.
Switch is working, I haven't turned it on since before you said it was broken. So if it's working, it should already be downloaded. If it's
There you
not
go.
working, I don't know. I thought I thought the fact that you could play as a guardian, that's gonna be pretty cool. That's gonna be
I didn't play the game, so
they're
it,
they're huge, they're massive. I'm sure they can do lots of damage. That'll be
so
cool.
the playable Guardian, that's part of the DLC.
Yes, I think that's
Okay.
part of the first round of DLC.
Okay.
And then it looks like Zelda gets a bike. She gets to use that ancient bike that you get if I can't remember what you had to do to get that. There was something you had to complete in Breath of the Wild to get the bike. Do you
is it
remember
the
what?
same bike? Is it the same? Is it the same bike that came with in Mario Kart that looks like a
Uh,
horse?
I
The master bike. Does it look like a motorcycle?
maybe
I'll
I
have to look
can't
it up.
really remember. But there's a bike in Breath of the Wild that you get if you complete something, and I can't remember what it was. But you can just
I guess I
spawn.
didn't get that far through
You can
Breath of the
spawn the
Wild.
motorcycle whenever you want, and then you just hop on it and ride it. It's pretty cool.
What do you think you're going to get the Zelda Game and Watch?
Oh man, that's one
I
that
want that.
I'm super torn. Like I
$50.
it's 50. Man,
It's 50.
I
But it comes
really
with
I want it. I want
it
it.
comes with 3 Zelda games. I didn't buy the Mario one because it only came with Super Mario 2, and it was 50.
It only came with Super Mario 2.
Yeah, it had Super Mario
Wow.
2, and it had a clock, and it had a Game and Watch game that had Mario in it, and it was 50.
Wow.
Uh,
But yeah, this one has Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link's
yeah,
Awakening, and then a little Game and Watch game. It's fantastic. The hoarder collector part of me, like I love collecting Zelda stuff, and so
oh,
I want to buy it just for that purpose. But then like the responsible 35-year-old adult part of me says, you got to stop it, man. You got to stop buying this stuff, bro. You got to stop it. Where are you going to
I
keep everything?
I want to get it and just display it here on my desk as an actual clock.
Right?
Because why not? Honestly, don't think there was that Nintendo presentation just blew it out of the water for me. Starfield got a release date. If I can
Starfield.
find that.
I don't know what that
That's
is.
new. That's good. That's the new Bethesda game. It's going to be basically Fallout and Skyrim, but in space.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I saw that. What about Halo Infinite? I saw that something was announced, but I don't know what was. Is that like
Um,
a traditional Halo game or no? Because it looked like it was more of a multiplayer game than anything.
so it's going to be It will the single player will be almost traditional Halo, but it's in a open world style map instead of being very linear, focus driven. Go do this, run through these levels. There's one maybe two paths down a level. It's you're on the you're. I think I want to don't hold me to this, but I think it's more like a soft reboot of the series. I
Hmm.
don't think it's 100% following the storyline because they kind of muddied up the storyline in five. I didn't like five. Storyline just kind of confused me because you had to read one of the novels or the two-part novel that you really needed to read before playing five for five to make sense.
Ah.
And I read the first book, but not the second book. Because that was back when I was real big. I was reading all the Halo novels
Hmm. Now,
as they
does
were
this one
released.
have? Does this one have multiplayer? Like
Well,
the storyline? Can you play multiplayer like
I
co-op?
I don't know actually.
Because the way it was almost sounded like you can't. Like it almost sounded like the storyline was single player only, and then the multiplayer was just your traditional like battle royale type.
I'll have to look into that later. I'm not going to try to look it up here. I know that the actual multiplayer, like the multiplayer side, is free to play.
Hmm.
You don't have to pay to play it. Um, so tangent off that, the other game that got me excited was the Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin.
Yeah, that looked interesting.
I want to play that one, and it comes out next week.
Oh wow, that's quick.
And then Mario Golf. I'm gonna try to get Mario Golf.
Oh yeah, you like those games?
I used to love the Mario sports games.
I played Mario Golf
Uh,
on the NES, and that was super hard.
yeah, I remember playing that one as a kid. Um,
I don't know if I've ever played any of the other ones.
um, I
I,
remember I played Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube.
ooh, okay.
I played the crap out of that game, uh, and just loved it. So, I don't remember the last time. I don't think I've played the Mario Golf on the Wii.
It probably had motion control mechanics, and you were
It,
like, man, I don't
it
want to
did.
do that.
Well, here's the deal, because me and the wife used to play Wii Sports Golf with motion controls all the time.
Right?
We played the golf and the bowling
That was actually really
a
fun.
lot.
That was really fun. That was
Oh, I,
that was so much fun.
I learned how to. I could sit on the couch and
Full of
play the
300.
golf. You just you just you just hold the remote like this and just hold the button and give a little flick on the golf, and you just smash it. And the bowling was the same way. Yeah, you do it like this. You just give it a little quick flick and I give it the spin and go.
Right.
I think I bowled like the many years we played that. I think I bowled like two perfect games only.
That's
So that game
impressive.
still,
That's impressive.
yeah.
Perfect
So
game is a perfect game.
heck yeah. But like I said, disappointed that I didn't see any Pokemon Arceus. I want to see some gameplay of that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Nintendo, or come on, Pokemon Company.
Something that I saw the that new Dragon Ball Z game. I got burned on Dragon Ball Z that
You mean
Xenoverse game.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot?
Yes. That
Okay, I'll
looks
tell you. Finish
it
what you're saying, and
I
then
was
I'll
gonna
tell
say
you what.
it looks like it's a great concept, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get burned again.
That's not a new game.
Oh, it's not a new game.
That game's been out for a year. It's new to the Switch.
Oh,
It's
okay.
been on it's been on Steam for I've got it on my wish list on Steam. I want to play it. I've from what I understand, the reviews I've read, if you love Dragon Ball, you'll love this game. If you're not into Dragon Ball, don't play it.
Okay.
It it's an open world game where you fly around as the character or
Hmm.
walk around and do like fetch quests, but then you'd have story driven missions and big fights with the big bosses.
Right.
And you start at the very beginning of Z and go through the very end of Z.
Right.
So you're actually going through all the different sagas, the four sagas
Hmm.
that encompasses 7 seasons, I think.
Yeah.
Seven,
The Saiyan
eight,
saga, the
nine.
Frieza saga, the Cell saga, the Majin Buu saga.
Those saga, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So you actually go through all those, and then I think that there's the if you get it for the Switch, you get the new Power Awakens DLC that you fight. Oh, what's his name? The guy from
Beerus.
Super. Yeah, Beerus. Yeah,
Yeah. I,
which is probably frustrating because you probably don't get that, and you probably have to beat the entire game before you go fight Beerus because it looked like you get to go Super Saiyan God,
right.
and they're not going to give you that at the beginning because then you just roll through the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And did you see that they've announced another Dragon Ball Super movie? It's supposed to be. I don't know if it'll be this year or if it'll be next year. But another,
animated movie.
yeah, another animated movie's coming out.
Okay. Last one I watched was Resurrection F, which was the one that kicked off Super.
Okay, so you didn't
I,
see the last one with
was that Broly?
I think it was with Broly, yeah.
I know I did not because I haven't really. I know that they don't always match the movies, or they don't always like fit in the show. But I haven't watched all of Super yet.
Okay.
Have
If
you watched all of Super?
I have so far,
Okay,
yeah. And you
I need
definitely
I
I
need
think I think you should watch all of Super,
I
but
need to.
then watch the most recent movie. It was fantastic. Like there's a scene that just like nerding out here. It gave me goosebumps. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
It was so good. Like watch do it. That's your homework for this weekend. Just binge the next just don't go to work Monday or Tuesday. Just
Don't tempt me with that.
finish Super
Uh,
and go watch the movie. Get ready for the next one coming out.
uh, yeah, it's Father's Day weekend. I have to go buy dude stuff for Father's Day.
Oh, that's right. It's Father's Day. Oof.
Happy
Okay.
Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're not watching this live, happy Father's Day. I forgot it
Even
was.
if you are.
I keep forgetting it's Father's Day. My wife told me it was Father's Day today. So that Sunday was Father's Day. I was like, oh man. Okay. Remind me
Yeah.
Sunday so I can text my dad because I will forget. I only have 2 kids, so you know you have like a whole bunch, so it's probably
I have enough.
tough for you to forget.
Yeah, they don't let me forget.
My dad has 3 kids, so
That's
I'm
good.
just like meh. I've only got 2, but I love you both very much.
Sometimes. So, uh, that's all I got. Music. Got any music? We'll wrap this up with some music.
I haven't listened to anything. I can say I haven't listened to it this week, but over in the last few weeks, I've heard some new AFI. Pretty disappointed. It's
Like new.
new AFI like came out. I don't know, probably this month or last month. It's some of it is awful, and then other songs are like, yeah, it's not terrible, but it is nowhere near as good as their old stuff. Nowhere near. Maybe I need to listen to the whole album, but the songs that I've heard range from "ugh, this is gross" to "meh, okay." So, so I'll throw that out there for you. I'll put some good AFI on our Spotify
Yeah.
playlist for you to listen to.
I know I threw that to you, but I got nothing.
Okay, good.
'Cause I was just listening to what I suggested last week.
Yeah, and me too.
So
Me too. I've been listening to Jars of Clay. Um,
I need to add them to my list.
Man, I'm telling you,
Of,
listen to that whole album. It is so good. It is just a good vibing album. You're just like,
I'll search for that
yeah,
here in a
just
minute.
search for it. Listen to it. It's fantastic. Anybody
'Cause I
out
was
there? I think it was '95 album. I can't remember the name of it. It might just be Jars of Clay. I don't know.
was that not
That
Jars?
album is fantastic. It is so good. I can't think of one song that I'm like, oh, that's a skip song. No, they're all good. It's so good. But it's vibey music, so I don't know. You might hate it. I don't know. I love it. But yeah, that and Kids in the Way. That's all I've been listening to this week, and we've discussed them in the past.
Yeah.
So,
I just was listening to Night Dive is all I was listening to.
Night Dive,
Nightwish.
Nightwish. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I dabbled in some Nightwish. I actually listened to some of them today, just
They're
per your recommendation.
it,
It's good.
very symphonic. Very
Yeah,
symphonic.
yeah,
Oh,
good stuff. All
so
right, peeps. It's been fun.
yeah, I think that's anybody.
Chat
Anybody's got
looks like the chat's kind
anything
of
else?
gone quiet.
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy. We were up to 9 people in here at one time.
Nice.
Like early on. We must have bored them all to sleep because we're at 2 right now.
Yeah. How fantastic.
So, I, hey,
So,
for all you audio people, come find us at the Pantless Pod 1 on Twitter.
yep.
Email us.
Even the YouTube people can find us at the Pantless Pod 1 at
Well,
Twitter. You know, they
right
can.
now I'm talking to the audio people.
Okay.
We'll get to them YouTuber people here in a minute.
Okay.
Email us the Pantless Podcast at gmail.com. Hey, if you use Hangouts, if that's a thing,
Hangouts.
shoot us a message. Use our email address. You type that into Hangouts, you can message us. We'll figure out. I know how to receive those. So
Oh,
this
my
guy,
God.
hey,
You're freaking me out right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, another thing.
hey, it's actually in the email.
That's
So,
true. Okay,
hey,
that's easy.
I'm trying to think of all the different ways. If you guys want to get a hold of us, I don't know if anybody uses that anymore.
I don't know if any of you want to start a like Facebook fan club. Invite us to
Hey,
join it, and we'll join our own fan club. So,
heck yeah. If you guys want us to start using Facebook, let us know. Mike, email us, let us know.
yeah,
If you're on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Like this stream, go watch our old videos.
yeah. You don't even have to watch them; just play them in the background, like as you're like, oh, I got that rumble in my tummy. Just throw it in the background.
Watch us while on the toilet.
Well, I was meaning
Hey,
like you're probably using your Amazon Fire Stick or your Roku or your Apple TV. Just play our YouTube because surely you're going to be like playing games on your phone or something. Nobody wants to sit there and watch YouTube.
hey, yeah, kick us on your TV. Turn the TV up to max volume. Go to the bathroom so you can still hear us. Make sure everybody in the house can hear us talking.
Oh man, they're going to hate you.
One can only hope.
All right.
It's your kids and my kids that watch all this. So
Remember, we're watching Waterworld. Fantastic movie.
Waterworld.
We'll be back in a couple weeks. I'm going to be out of town, so who
Expect
knows?
to see some stuff drop. I'll probably be dropping some stuff throughout the week. I have some videos to edit and some new ones to
Let's
record.
plays. We got some Let's Plays coming down the pipe. Yeah.
I've got a backlog of some of them that I
Cool.
need to get going. And a new series that I'm thinking about starting that we got to find time for, which that might be backlogged for a while.
Okay.
As I'm still trying to find direction in my mind. But
Got it. Spitball.
that's all we got.
Yeah. Peeps.
So
it's been fun. Thanks for another wonderful season. Appreciate everything.
Yeah. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Hope so. I don't make promises, but that's the goal.
One of us will be back in 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Later, peeps.